It was a quiet night, and a cold breeze was gently blowing. On the edge of the village, a young man named Zain sat silently, staring at the sky. The helplessness in his eyes was clear. Deep inside, he wondered if life ever truly gets better, or if pain is just a part of destiny. Just then, a soft voice came from behind. "When the heart gets tired, my son, it's not fate you need to change, but your perspective." Zain turned around and saw an elderly woman, Bibi Saleema, standing there. Her face was calm, and her eyes carried a strange kind of light. Zain softly asked, "Why are you always so peaceful? Has nothing ever gone wrong in your life?" Bibi Saleema smiled gently and said, "Wrong, my child. My life is a long story of trials. There was a time when I had everything: a small home, a loving husband, and 2 innocent children. We were not rich, but we were rich at heart." She paused for a moment, then her voice grew heavier. "One day, illness took my husband away from me. I knocked on every door, held onto every hope, but nothing worked. That day was the darkest day of my life. I cried endlessly. I felt like everything was over." Zain listened quietly. She continued, "Then one day I saw my children hungry. That's when I realized, if I gave up, they would too. That day I decided I would not let sorrow become my identity. I learned that to change life, you don't need to change circumstances. You need to change your mindset." Zain quickly said, "But that's not easy." She smiled and replied, "It was never easy, but it was never impossible either. Every morning I told myself that I would find something good in the day. Sometimes it was sunlight, sometimes my children's laughter, sometimes peace in silence. I realized happiness doesn't live in big moments. It hides in small ones." Zain took a deep breath and asked, "What if life knocks you down again?" She looked at the sky and said, "Then remember, no night lasts forever. Every darkness comes to an end, and every hard time passes." For the first time, peace appeared on Zain's face. He slowly stood up and said, "Maybe the problem was never life. It was my way of thinking." Bibi Saleema looked at him with warmth, like a mother giving strength to her child. From that night on, Zain started seeing life differently. He began to find something good in every day, sometimes in someone's smile, sometimes in quiet moments, and sometimes within his own hidden strength. Slowly, the burden in his heart began to fade, and he became stronger and more peaceful than before. As time passed, this change in Zain didn't stay limited to him. The people of the village began to learn from him. They understood that hardships never truly disappear, but the way we face them can change everything. And so, the village that was once filled with worries slowly turned into a place of peace and hope. We must learn that life does not come to break us. It comes to help us discover who we truly are. When a person learns to find light even in darkness, no pain can hold them for long. The one who changes their mindset gains the power to change their entire world.